Let's go and see the doctor. That's going to make Cookie better.
Many of the hardest to treat pets in Britain
Right, it's hedgehog time.
are brought to one extraordinary practice, run by the man known as the Bionic Vet, Professor Noel Fitzpatrick.
What we're going to do has never been done before, ever.
He performs some of the most advanced procedures ever attempted.
It's the smallest total hip replacement in the world today. This is a textbook result. Actually, it's not even in the textbook.
As the lives of his patients and their families hang in the balance,
I've never seen an infection take hold this quick ever in my life, actually.
Noel continues to find new ways to give them a chance.
Of course, we don't know if it'll work.
That dog is the only thing that even makes me carry on.
Offering hope against all the odds.
Hello.
She wants to say, hi, this is my new bionic leg.
It's just a miracle.
Since opening its doors 12 years ago, Fitzpatrick's reputation has spread across Europe.
Good morning, Fitzpatrick Referrals, Orthopaedic and Neurology. Michelle speaking. How can I help? I don't speak French, I'm afraid.
People travel from far and wide with the hope that their pets can be treated.
We get a lot of people that are coming from all over the place. It can be UK, overseas, the other side of the world. It's amazing the places that people come from.
Hello. Oh, who have we got there?
If you want to be cheesy about it, there's no distance that you wouldn't travel for love. So, you know, if you want the best for your pet, then why not?
After making the 500-mile trip from their home in France, expats Dave and Sue have just arrived in their camper van. They're here with their 3-year-old border collie Casper, who's been in pain since he was a puppy.
From when he was 9 months old, he couldn't walk. He had problems first of all with his two front legs, then it went around to all 4 legs. Since then, he very, very short walks, no running around.
Casper has already been to see 7 different vets, but none of them has been able to pinpoint the cause of his pain.
Because some vets have said, well, you know, you might have to have them put down, then this is really the last resort.
Dave and Sue live in a small French village in Brittany with Casper and their other 2 border collies, Katie and Harry.
What have you done with your toy?
The dogs have helped Sue cope with her disability.
I've got multiple sclerosis, so that started in my late 20s and the actual physical part of it didn't start to my 40s. So I've been in a wheelchair now since about 2003.
Hello, sweetheart. There you are, good boy.
Having the 3 dogs has helped me enormously to cope with MS because I've got the dogs to look after. They need to be brushed and walked and fed, and so they've given me back my life. MS took my life, but the dogs have given it back to me.
Cass, don't pull. Wait for me.
Sue competes for the National PAR Agility Team, where dogs complete a complicated obstacle course whilst being instructed.
Okay, go. Push.
Sue currently trains and competes with her other border collie, Katie, but Casper is not well enough to join in.
All the dogs love agility, and Casper would love to be joining in. I mean, it's like a game, you know, he's missing out. It's a shame.
Okay, this way. Ready? Go.
Est-ce que tu peux parler français aujourd'hui? Oui. Casper drew.
So they speak French? Or?
I expect so, they're from France.
Vous parlez français?
Oui, please. Oui.
Bonjour. 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 Bonjour.
Come on.
Ah, bonjour. How are you? You speak English, French? Everything?
I'm Scottish.
Oh, you're Scottish. Good. Wonderful. Are you British, Scottish?
I'm Jersey.
Jersey. Oh, fine. We were practicing our French because he's French-Belgian. What's your first names? There you go.
Dave and Sue.
Dave and Sue. Grab a seat there, Dave. Hello, mate. How are you? Yes, so thank you for coming to see me. So tell me how this manifests and tell me how you first noticed it, please.
When he was about probably younger than 9 months, he couldn't walk on all 4 legs. And they said he had rheumatoid arthritis. And they also said he had growing pains. And we've also had deformed feet.
See the way he constantly shifts weight one leg to the other? His main stopper pad on the left hind is not down at all on the ground. And then he'll shift weight to the other leg. See that?
Yeah.
See what he's doing? All the time.
All the time.
And then he sits down. And he sits down by curling his legs over to one side. He doesn't sit down.
He's done that since he was 20.
Yeah, of course he has. All right, big guy. Let's have a look at you, shall we? So I'm just finding the nerve. Here we go.
Good boy. Oh, yes. That's so. Oh. It's all right. Okay. All right.
Both legs, okay.
Good boy.
I mean, all the telltale signs are there of a dog with an intermittent compression of nerves. It's looking like he's probably going to be significantly affected.
How does that work for his future?
Don't know yet. Let's see.
Casper's condition can't be diagnosed until he has a dynamic MRI scan to confirm exactly what is happening in his lower spine. His body is scanned in multiple positions to see how his nerves and spine respond when he's standing, jumping and leaping.
As you can sort of see how much it's pulling, look at the sacrum, how much of it's pulled back compared to that one. Yeah.
One of the vets we saw said that there was an option that the dog might have to be put to sleep if they couldn't find a cure. So we're just going to wait and see what develops. But he's in the right place.
Stephen Hawkins has come up with an idea of a tube that puts lasers. It lasers us to this planet, like quite a lot of light years away too, actually. I think it's 2 like this, but it's very interesting. You Google it.
It's 11 o'clock, and mother and daughter Deborah and Rebecca have brought in Noel's next patient.
Hello.
8-year-old pug Marley. Rebecca has brought along her other pug, Stan. And back at home, they're joined by the family's 3rd pug, Maggie.
Hey, Stan, Minky, please.
Deborah has always been pug mad.
My obsession goes back a long way. I was 11 and I'd nagged to have my own pug. The love was immediate, and that's where it all began. I love pugs. They've got such strong personalities, completely unique to any other dog.
They are the perfect companion. You can't be sad when there's a bug around.
And I think once you've been pugged, there's no going back.
But from an early age, Marley has been suffering with medical problems.
Marley has a problem with his elbow caused by an ulnar problem when he was a puppy. And then he's had countless procedures. He's had soft palate surgery, he's had his nostrils widened, he was hit by a car and had to be rebuilt. He's basically had surgery every year of his life almost.
Marley's elbow has been causing him pain since he was 6 months old. And it's only getting worse with time. They had been advised to amputate his leg, but they came to Fitzpatrick's a month ago. And today they're back, hoping Noel can offer an alternative solution.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Noel.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Nice to see you again. Which one's that one?
This is Stanley.
Stanley. Hello. Is there a whole team of pugs in your house?
Oh, can you speak to my husband about that so we could have one?
Oh, you want one more?
I'd have lots more.
Noel and his team have spent the last month designing a special customised elbow replacement for Marley.
A lot of things have arisen during the design process that I need you to know about. So this is by no means straightforward.
No.
It became apparent that this was going to be the smallest one that I had ever attempted ever.
Oh, really?
I have never done one this small. These are the actual implants. You can see they're super tiny.
Yeah.
Absolutely super tiny. So you absolutely need to understand two things. It's going to be very difficult to get in, and therefore, if we have a problem during the surgery, you could still end up losing the leg. Either at the time of surgery today,
or later.
I'm sorry, but you need to know.
No, I know.
But if I can't get it in, if I physically feel that it's the wrong thing to do, I may be ringing you during the anaesthetic.
Yeah.
So you know that on the consent form, I'm going to put custom total elbow replacement. And if that's not possible, I'll be putting limb amputation on there.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah.
Because legally and morally, I have to tell you that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I think we knew. We knew.
Yeah.
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 He's been through a lot in his little life. An awful lot.
Marley will have his surgery tonight.
You be a good boy for me. Be a good boy, yeah?
All right, big fella. Right, Hannah, see how you get on.
You're fine.
Okay, big guy.
Bye. Wants to come.
We came here because we want to avoid amputation. So to hear that it might be our final outcome is really quite upsetting. We're quite worried as to what happens next now.
When
lose him though.
all I want is that he can live the next half of his life without pain. He's fine.
Marley, the 8-year-old pug, is about to undergo complex surgery on his elbow.
We're going to operate on Marley now, and there's going to be one of two outcomes. Either we're going to come out of theatre with a total elbow replacement in here, or we're going to come out of theatre with 3 legs. To my knowledge, this is the smallest total elbow replacement that has ever been put in a dog anywhere in the world.
The customised titanium implant has 3 components. A plate which will be fixed to the humerus bone at the top of the leg, a plate which will be fixed to the radius and ulnar bones at the bottom of the leg, and a hinge mechanism which will join the 2 plates together, mimicking an elbow joint.
All right, here we go. Oh man, this is so collapsed and so remodeled for such a long time. This is going to be extraordinarily challenging because it's a very remodeled, horrible bone. And the implant is really quite complex. It's very tricky to do this because the bone is very fragile and it's highly contoured. Get me some more 2-4 screws, please.
With the top plate in position, Noel now needs to fix the other plate onto the lower part of Marley's leg.
So this bit of the implant is going to have to go all the way down the radius and all the way down the ulna. And what we've managed to do is leave all the muscle, the nerves and the blood vessels intact. So far so good.
Finally, Noel joins the metal plates together with the hinge mechanism.
So now with all of the pieces in place, we've got a nice hinge with a nice plastic bearing surface, so there's zero pain. I'm now going to put some bone graft in here, and hopefully then we'll be fine. Okay, Marley, that's the best I can do. Let's go to X-ray, please. Good boy.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Deborah. It's Noel here.
Hi, Noel. Is everything going okay?
Yes, it went as well as could be expected. There is a new elbow in there.
Brilliant. Has he come round?
He's coming around now, yeah.
So what now?
Bandage
wait?
bandage for 3 days and you wait.
Yeah, of course.
Okay?
Brilliant. Thank you very, very much.
My entire pleasure. Talk to you soon.
Sleep now.
All right,
Bye.
Expats Dave and Sue are back at Fitzpatrick's. They're hoping the results of Casper's MRI scan will finally reveal what is causing the pain in his legs.
Right, so it is exactly as I thought it would be. Right. We can see quite clearly here that we have a white disc at every site except at the lumbosacral junction. That's a black disc.
Right. What does a black disc mean?
A black disc means it's dried out.
Oh.
So a disc is like a jam donut, and it's got a fibrous outer ring and a pulpy inner center, okay? And when that jam donut dries out, it bulges. So the bottom line is that even in neutral, this disc bulges, even in neutral.
So he's in pain.
So he's in pain all the time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Casper's nerves are being squished by a bulging disc at the very bottom of his spine.
It sounds incredibly painful.
It's painful, and it's there all the time. So we next have to decide what we're going to do. So you only have two options. You either continue as you are, or you go ahead and have surgery.
We can't continue.
No.
He's not got a proper life.
He's got no life at all, poor little thing.
Noel has invented a highly specialised operation to release the pressure on the squished nerves by replacing the bulging disc and creating more space between the two vertebrae. But it's a big decision for Dave and Sue.
The risk during surgery is paralysis. When you move the nerves over, in theory, something could go wrong. This should get him out of pain.
We'd like the operation.
Yeah, we would, please. Do whatever's best for Casper.
Casper will have his surgery in the next 24 hours, while Dave and Sue wait nearby for news.
Pugs are really cute with a really squishy face.
I would say pugs look like little gremlins. So they're very cute but very ugly at the same time.
So cute. When we wrap them up in their foil, they look like little jacket potatoes that have just come out the oven.
They're really funny. They do make you laugh on a daily basis, for sure.
It's been 8 days since Marley, the 8-year-old pug, had an elbow replacement.
Leave the hat on.
Deborah and Rebecca have come to take him home.
Want a gravy bone? What's this? What's this? He's being a good boy. He's fighting his corner.
The initial period of him being here is for swelling and for the assessment of blood and nerve supply, and you'll be pleased to hear that that's fine.
Fantastic.
If we look at what we have now, that's a pretty major, huge implant in a small leg.
That's incredible.
Is his leg straight?
This is how straight his leg is.
Oh, wow.
It's got a mild bend, but you won't notice it.
It's finally time for Deborah and Rebecca to be reunited with Marley.
Marley!
Gorgeous.
Noel must teach Deborah how to do physiotherapy on Marley's leg so she can continue his recovery at home.
So the idea is that you keep the shoulder in and the leg in like that. So it's in a straight line and you're flexing.
So have I got that in the right place now?
I feel like I'm in the movie Ghost here. We're doing pottery. I'm Patrick Swayze. Who are you?
Don't.
Okay, and good, excellent. So remember, flexion, extension in the sagittal plane. Sagittal is straight.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. He's been really missed. It's been a long, long week, hasn't it, without him?
He's a massive character, so not being at home it's been weird.
So it's nice getting back, and it's so nice to see his legs straight.
Looks
But
pretty chilled at the
I think he
moment.
wants to go home, don't you, darling?
Waiting for this emergency to come in, then I'm going to go make a cup of tea.
Noel's next patient is 6-month-old kitten Rex. He's an Egyptian Mao, and he's been rushed in with a suspected complex leg fracture after falling 15 feet onto a concrete floor.
Right, we're about to see a kitten. Emergency call came in about 3 hours ago. Oh, fallen off a balcony. That's not good.
I came home last night and we couldn't find him. And then I heard him and he'd fallen down 2 floors from our balcony to the ground. And he's petrified, you can see he's shaking.
Hello, how are you? Hello, Rex. Is it Rex?
Rex.
Rex, inverted commas, the ninja, close inverted commas, Bolt.
Yeah.
All right. Why is he called the ninja? I wonder. Is it
Well,
because
I think you need to talk to my son for that one.
How old's your son?
8.
Ah.
It was him that christened him.
I see. Wonderful. Wow, Rex is gorgeous. Hello, mate. Hello, what happened?
He
Hello.
fell
Hello.
off the 2nd floor balcony.
Hello, hello, hello. How did that happen?
We don't know. We
Oh
weren't there at the
dear,
time.
oh dear. Can I pop him on your knee? Can I have a look? It seems to be his right hind leg that's damaged. Right, okay. Just hold the chin for me. Hold the hand up there. Ooh, nasty. Okay, pop him in there. There you go. All right, big guy. If you're happy you're in there, that's okay. All right, big guy.
Noel is worried that Rex's bone may have shattered in the impact of his fall, so has sent him for a CT scan.
And here we go.
It's not good news. They're going to have a big decision to make. That's a bag of bones. Look at all those tiny little fragments in there. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 just in that section. What a nightmare.
It's early evening at the practice. 6-month-old Rex is being prepped for surgery after he jumped from a 2nd floor balcony. His CT results have revealed a severe explosion fracture in his knee.
Hello?
Hi, Siobhan, it's Noel here.
Hi.
It's not good.
Oh, really?
In fact, it's awful.
Oh, really?
The femur is in about 11 pieces, and it's fractured straight into the joint. So that's a bad situation. I'm sorry.
So what's the...
There are many people that would say take the leg off, and there's no way I'll be able to get all of it accurately reconstructed. But if you want me to try, I will. But it's a bag of marbles in there, and I'm going to need significant luck. I'm willing to try if you want me to.
I think we've got to...
Yep, absolutely, yep. Okay, all right.
Noel will go ahead with the complex reconstructive surgery, but if he finds the break irreparable, he may still need to either fuse Rex's knee solid or amputate his leg.
Right, let's see what's possible and what's not. These pieces are so small, I'm going to need to take my glasses off. Thanks, because I see better without them. So this is a bag of marbles in here. So most of the fragments are in the middle. Now, what we must not do under any circumstances is pull those fragments out.
Noel pushes each individual fragment of broken bone back into place at the base of Rex's femur. But he needs to retain as much of the blood supply as possible.
Urgh! Not like putting a few tiles on a bathroom wall. Give me a mini fragment holding forceps of some kind, as quick as you can. Don't move, do not move. I'm just holding it together with my fingers. Thanks. Okay, so I've tucked 7 fragments in there under this big piece. Give me a 2mm washer.
Now the fragments of bone are back in position, Noel must stabilise the 2 main pieces of bone by attaching a metal plate to either side of the break.
Don't move yet, not yet. It's real easy to cause another fracture here. We're definitely not out of the woods yet. We still have to get this bone to heal. But as far as I can tell, the pieces are back in alignment. All right, let's stitch up. Give me some 3/5 metric PDS, please.
The operation has been a success. Now only time will tell if Noel has retained enough blood supply to the fragments of Rex's bone, allowing them to fuse back together. "12 weeks after returning to his family, Marley the pug is back for his final checkup.
All right, thanks, bye.
Hiya, Marley Lennon.
You're on my list, perfect.
Recovery's been going really well.
Yeah, it's amazing, really. He's like a new dog. Sounds really cliche to say, but he's got a new lease of life.
He's trying to do things that he hasn't done for a long time. And the leg is so much better. I mean, he sits better, he walks better. Everything about him is just so much better.
Hi girls, how are you?
Hello.
Come on, let's go outside.
We've got everything, we're doing.
First, Noel wants to examine how Marley is walking.
Look at that. That's great. That's really great. God, you never know, would you?
It's good now.
That's really good.
Come on.
You would never know. Look at that. God, you must be happy with that.
So happy.
That's amazing.
It is, yeah.
I wouldn't know. All right, great. We can go back in. That's really great. Come on, Marley. Good boy.
The initial signs are looking good, but CT scans and X-ray pictures will confirm if Marley's bones are healing.
Now, everything is good, girls.
That's good.
If we look at the CT from today, it's pretty impressive. This is what brings me joy, because I'm an orthopedic nerd. Watch this, baby. Oh, yeah, Mama. Look at that. That's bone growing down around the collar.
Wow. Oh,
Isn't that a miracle?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's a miracle to think, really, that will grow down around that. This is a textbook result. Well, it's not even in, it's not even in the textbook.
It will be.
It will be, it will be. To see him this happy with that leg is tremendous. So you've done a great, great job. Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled for you. I'm thrilled for him.
It's quite overwhelming, really, seeing him running. We've had the ulnar surgery. He was put back together after a car crash. Hopefully now, nothing for the next 8 years, please, you know. We weren't exactly sure that anything could be done. You know, this was a big risk. It was a big risk on our part, and it's a big risk on Noel's part. So, you know, the fact that he's actually managed to do the full elbow replacement, and Marley has no pain and has full range of movement, is just, well,
It's incredible.
It's worth it, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely worth it.
I'm amazing at art.
I'm amazing at art.
No, you're amazing at like crafty stuff.
Yeah, art.
That's craft, it's not art.
Oh, art. Oh my God, let's start our own business. Art and craft.
I think someone might have stolen that name.
Oh.
It's 5:30 p.m. and time for Casper, the border collie, to have his pioneering spinal surgery after travelling 500 miles from France.
Blood pressure is actually really good. Heart rate keeps like sort of staying around there, but we've had an epidural, so I'm just turning down.
The surgery should eliminate the pain in his legs by relieving the pressure on his nerves being squished by a bulging disc.
Here we go, Laura. You can see that I'm in between the nerves and I must not slip because there's a nerve right there, there's another nerve right there.
Noel scoops out the contents of the damaged disc.
Right, this is the stuff we've taken out of the center of the disc now.
The hole must now be fitted with a spacer bolt, which will release the squished nerves by forcing the two lower vertebrae apart.
Basically, the screw goes in like that and the two vertebrae get pushed apart like so. This is the scary bit. We're going in between nerves here. You could really do bad damage if this goes wrong. Watch out for blood loss. We're losing a lot of blood now. Flex as much as you can, ladies, please.
With the spacer bolt in position, Noel must secure it with a titanium screw.
Rah! All right, I'm having no joy getting that screw through. Can't get the angle on it. So it's a race against time right now because there's a lot of bleeding in here from the sinuses and it's proving quite difficult to get an angle on it and still avoid the nerves.
After several attempts, Noel finally gets the screw in place.
That was a little more tricky than I would have liked.
Now Casper's vertebrae have been spaced apart, they need to be permanently fixed into their new position using 4 screws and 2 metal rods.
That's pretty solid. Right, so now we've got 2 screws in L7, 2 screws in the sacrum, both connected by rods. And if I pick up one of these rods, I should be able to lift the entire bottom off the ground.
Noel won't be able to assess Casper's recovery until the morning.
Hello, Fitzpatrick Referrals, Orthopaedics and Neurology. Pippa speaking, how may I help?
Bonjour Casper. Ah, comment tu vas? Ça va? Je vois que tu te tiens déjà bien debout, c'est bien.
24 hours after his spinal surgery, Casper's already up on his feet.
Well done, Casper. Good boy. So things are going quite good for Casper. The fact that he's walking on the day after surgery is very good news because it means that the nerves that come down here and go down the back legs have not been badly affected by the surgical intervention. I mean, this is a big deal. You're moving those nerves out of the way. You're putting a lot of implants in there, so things can go wrong. But fortunately, so far so good. Things have not gone wrong, and he's doing great. Hey, Sue, it's Noel.
Hello, Noel.
I just thought I'd ring and tell you that he is able to walk now.
Really?
Yeah, so it would appear that from the early signs that we've got an encouraging outlook. We're not out of the woods yet, but the fact that his legs are working well would suggest that the nerves have not been adversely affected by the surgery.
That is wonderful news. Thank you so much. We'll see.
All right, take care. Au revoir, bye-bye.
I'll see you in a couple of hours, all right?
Goodbye.
Casper will stay under close observation at Fitzpatrick's for the next few days.
Au revoir.
I'd rather be a cat than a dog because you can literally do whatever you want. You can sleep all day, you can go and eat, you can go and play.
You could also be a snake for the day because you could do what you want.
It's been 11 days since 6-month-old Rex had surgery to reconstruct his leg after falling from a balcony. Siobhan has come to take him home.
Hiya, you're right there.
Hi, I'm here for Rex for a bit early.
Let's have a look. The Ninja Bolt. I love it.
So I'm very happy with this post-op picture here, which shows us that that everything looks to be in alignment. Okay, so I'm happy with that. But right now, he doesn't notice that he has a problem at all, actually. He wants to run around. Yeah. So he's now at a point that he thinks, oh, I'm fixed. So the main thing is that he doesn't fool you into thinking, oh, I can run around now. He can't. Is that clear? Any questions on that? No. That's super clear. Yeah. Okay, good.
It's now up to Siobhan and her family to get Rex back to full health.
Now, there we go. His biggest thing he doesn't like is the collar.
They'll have to restrict his movement at home by confining him to a cage for the next 6 weeks.
How gorgeous are you? What breed is he?
An Egyptian Mao.
Different, aren't you? You're beautiful.
He's not dealing with the indignity very well. Shh, it's okay, darling. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. I think it's going to be worse for us just watching him in a cage, but we'll manage. Look, he's calming down already.
It's been 8 weeks since Rex, the Egyptian Mao, had surgery on his broken leg after falling off a 2-story balcony.
Oh, look at this beauty.
You are absolutely stunning. We never have any cat treats, do we? We've always got dog treats. Hi, baby.
See you in a bit.
Siobhan has brought him back in for a checkup, but she's worried he's re-injured his leg.
It was going great, and that's why we were letting him walk around a bit, because he was looking really good, he was sitting well, and then he jumped onto the window ledge and then fell off the window ledge and yelped and limped thereafter. He sits with his leg kind of out to the side now. He doesn't seem to be in any pain, but he does sit really strangely. We'll have to deal with consequences.
Here you go.
Hi, Siobhan.
Hi.
I hear that you've been into your own vets. Oh my God, what's function like?
He's sitting with it to the side.
How strict do I need to be?
I know.
You know, in all seriousness, I do understand how frustrating it can be, especially just looking at him in the cage going crazy.
I know.
Noel sends Rex for an emergency X-ray to see if the fall has caused any major damage to his leg.
Do this straight away. A lateral and craniocaudal right femur.
Okay, try me again.
An hour later, his results are in.
You got away with it, in spite of yourself.
Thank you. I know.
And I think you've been very lucky, because we could have lost a leg.
Absolutely.
I suspect that it's just because of youth. That some of that muscle won't be gliding as smoothly as it might otherwise do, which would explain why the foot sticks out. So
Brilliant.
All's well that ends well.
Thank you so much.
I'll get it for you.
Thank you. I feel incredibly relieved. We were really worried that we'd done some damage to him by letting him out of the cage too early. So it's such good news that he's fine.
6 weeks later, Rex is enjoying life with his family in London.
And Rex is back to his playful kitten self. He seems to be perfectly happy and agile and able to do everything that he wants to do, so it's great.
I think I should have seen him act before I actually named him. Otherwise, I would have left the ninja bit out. I love him. Nice to have him back because he just follows me wherever I go now.
Hopefully this is his big trauma in life and there will be no more, although he does have 8 lives in theory left.
Four days after having spinal surgery, Casper, the border collie, is showing encouraging signs of recovery. Dave and Sue have come to collect him after spending the last week living down the road in their camper van.
Well, at least the torrential rain has stopped.
For 5 minutes.
Oof.
Hey, how are you? Okay. So the operation so far has worked brilliantly. You will see very self-evidently that we've increased the size of the holes on both sides dramatically. So compare that with that. Yes. Look at the size of hole I've got now.
Yep.
By comparison with teeny tiny. That means that these nerves now have tons of room.
Great.
Here's the next thing. He thinks he's fixed, so if you let him off the lead, he'd run across the field. All right. He is by no means fixed. He has to fuse before he's healed. I think he's outside the door. Okay, there we go. Now, hi.
Hello.
Don't jump up. It's all right.
Hello.
As you can see, he's happy as Larry.
Yes, he is.
And he's probably a lot more active than you would think he would be.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's raring to go. He's wagging his tail, which is awesome. Look at that tail. And that's a really good sign because it means the nerves haven't been damaged at all by the intervention.
Okay.
Casper will spend the next 10 days recovering in England before Dave and Sue make the long journey with him back to France.
Good boy.
Hey, puppet that.
Look at that.
Bless him. Well done you, Casper.
Down in the Bedfordshire countryside, Marley is joining the pug community on their monthly fun walk.
He's had total elbow replacement. From there to there. Oh, you dance, Marley.
Marley's a fighter. We've known that for years now. He's been through everything and he's come out the other side and he hasn't lost an inch of his character or his attitude through the whole thing. Come on, Sam.
4 months after his surgery, it's the first time Marley has been well enough to join in with the fun.
Come on, Marley. He's so much happier now, just in himself. He runs around. It's just lovely. He's got a new lease of life. It sounds so cliche to say it, but he really, really does.
This is the most walking he's done in a long time. If dogs could smile, Marley would have a big Cheshire Cat grin. It's been worth every drop of emotion that we've suffered.
He's worth it, and to see him now just ties the knot. It's wonderful.
Back in France, and nearly 5 months after his spinal surgery, Casper is showing encouraging signs of recovery.
There he goes.
His implant has successfully fused to his spine, and he's attending regular physiotherapy sessions to build up the strength in his legs.
Casper's well on his way to recovery. He's got a couple more months of hard work and lots of physiotherapy. It's really more muscle strength now. It's just building up the muscles.
He's had a very restricted puppyhood, and he's been in a lot of pain during that time. So for us to find a vet who could actually figure out what was wrong with him was fantastic. He's a different dog.
Just 5 months ago, Casper couldn't exercise without pain, but he's improved so much that he's already started basic paw agility training with Sue.
He's getting better, I think, all the time. We're thrilled with his progress. To see him just doing the cavaletti is fantastic. Before, if he did any kind of work, he would sort of have to bark every 2 minutes. But now he's just quietly going backwards and forwards and enjoying himself.
Oh, good boy, well.
It's the first time in his life he's had a life without pain, so it made a huge difference to his personality and to our lives as well.
Casper, come on, quick, to me. Good boy.
Well, that's lovely.